Alright, y'all. I'm gonna tell you guys a story. It's story time. I was gonna do it through song. I tried like 8 times. Didn't work. I was gonna move out of the way so you can see him, but you can't see him. Okay, where do we start? Alright, the night before. So I was hanging out with my boyfriend and my best friend. And one of my friends was like, hey, let's go camping. My sisters and a couple of her friends are going camping. And I'm like, oh, hell yeah. How many people? And she's like, 5 or 6. I'm like, hell yeah, let's go camping. So next day, I was on LSD, obviously. So I didn't sleep. Shouldn't be telling the whole world this, but I am. And, I was prepared. I got a bunch of sleeping bags, a bunch of firewood. Like, I was gonna be like the person, who was like, yeah, you need sleeping bags, you need camp chairs, you need this, got all of it. Yeah, no, that didn't work out very well. We drove 2 hours to get there. By the way, I have my permit. I drove all the way to Blackfoot from Idaho, so it was like an hour and a half by the time we got there, because it's like Wolverine or whatever was the campsite. It was called fucking Wolverine. Like, what the fuck? Okay, anyways. I got there, and I was like, oh, where's the camping site? Oh, they're like, oh, I guess just down the hill. The fire's already set up. There's a tent already set up, I was like, oh, great. I should just bring everything. They're like, no, just bring the alcohol. I was like, oh, okay. Like, what about the blankets and shit? We should probably get set up. I mean, it's dark. They're like, no, just go down the hill. So I went down the hill. There was like 30 people just all by the campfire, wasted out of their minds. By the time we got there, it was like 9:30. And, so I was like, oh, great, it's party, like, this, I've never been to a party before, I'm 15, like, thinking I'm all cool and stuff. No, so I went down there, I started greeting people, like, hey, what's up, like, I'm Bren, like, they're like, hey, what's up, I ended up being friends with all of them, just started drinking hella, so I could be more social. Turns out half of them were actually my sister's friends, because all of them were, like, 18 to 23, like, all of them were really old, and I was like, oh, fuck, what do I do? So I just drank, and became social, and around 11, cops showed up, and we were having so much fun. I made so many friends, and it was like the best time ever. And then cops showed up, and obviously I'm on probation, so the first thing I thought was, oh, I'm going to jail. But it was quarantine, so like I obviously didn't, as you can see. And so the cops showed up and got everybody's names. Apparently, like, 3 people that were all felons, some people that were on probation like me. Everybody went home. Everybody got home. Like, 3 people got tickets, and the 3 felons obviously went to jail because they're on the run. Got taken to jail. And I was the last person there, and the campfire was so small that I was shivering the whole time. I was literally like this in the camp chair because there was like 2 out of the 30 people, the 2, like, and my dogs were there, Lee and Xena, and like they were freaking out, obviously, and they didn't charge after the cops, which I'm really glad about because they would have been eaten or shot, not eaten, sorry. And yeah, I was the last person there. I got home at like 3 o'clock. I eventually got home at like 4 because it took an hour to get home. I was fucked, and then I had to tell my counselors that I got I relapsed on alcohol, but I had been smoking, and yeah, I got this out of it because I was supposed. I smell weed. My neighbors are smoking weed. I'm such a fucked up child. I feel like I'm never gonna go anywhere in life, honestly. Like, this probation, I just kind of, I get it. It's helped me a lot through mental stuff because obviously, as you can see in the previous videos, I've been, like, fucking depressed and suicidal, but, it just makes me just as depressed and suicidal by the fact that I have absolutely no freedom and my life is controlled by the fucking government. Like, when I say that, like, it's like, oh my god, like, it isn't that bad. No, literally, like, I can't go anywhere without asking. I can't hang out with any of my friends because all of them are bad for me. And, and I just, I just don't feel good anymore. I don't feel like I used to, and, going out of school, not having my teachers as, my help and shit, and, like, nobody, I have no one. I have absolutely no one. Well, used to, I had everybody. I had my whole family, but, probation took away my family because I used with them. I drank a beer with them. And so I'm not allowed to see them, and I'm not allowed to see my father either, and he's going through a horrible time right now. Like, because he just lost his job or whatever, and he just did all of this shit. And so he's just been suicidal. He won't even get out of bed, and I can't see him. I can't help him. And, my whole family can't really help him either, because he's been like this for so long, ever since his brain bleed. I don't know if I told you guys about that. It was whatever, but I'll remember it if I see this. Anyway, so that's what happened. And then, yeah, so right now I'm talking to myself through a video camera because of how lonely I am, because my mom's constantly working and she's not even here right now. He's at her boyfriend's, but I'm okay with that because my boyfriend is coming over. By the way, I have a boyfriend. How fucking crazy is that? It's crazy because he's like my first boyfriend, like true boyfriend ever, and like it's just like too good to be true, like because he's just so nice to me, and like he's just like, it's just crazy how much he builds my self-esteem, and he got good dick, but that's not the point. I feel like if anybody watches this, like, they're gonna be like, Jesus fucking Christ, you're 15, like, damn, you're such a fuck up. It's because I am. I really am a fuck up. I'm gonna get my shit together, though, and hopefully, in the next couple of years, when I keep doing this, I'm gonna talk to myself and be like, yeah, I got my shit together, I'm getting straight A's, like, I can do this, but, I don't know. I don't know anymore. I just don't know. And, Jesus, this turned into, like, a fucking life, like, a mental thing. I was just gonna tell you guys a story. Anyways, yeah, bye.